All right, welcome back, everyone, to Oxygen Not Included. You'll notice the time. The time is, well, it's passed a little bit. I've been busy, as you can well imagine. What's happened? Well, let's go over this way a little bit. I made a little Dreco farm. I was just, like Dreco farms. They're so awesome. Uh-oh. Oh, I ran out of room here. Go capture. Grab those two guys. There we go. Forgot to turn these on. I had to heat the place up a little bit. Right. What also has been going on? Well, this has ran out of heat. It's pretty dead here. Quiet. It's only 200 degrees, so we're not going to get any more out of that. And unfortunately, my liquid lock broke. Yeah, that happened. Well, it doesn't matter. This is all closed up. I'm ready to go. Let's see what else is going on. I did clean up the map a little bit to get some more water. And we've got plenty of water. I mean, there's plenty of water down here. Let's go. Oh, I made another one of these. Also hired some more duplicates. I got the boys. They're training. They're going to be rocket pilots. Meep, Steve, Turner, and Liam. Your mothers would be proud. I created another Atmos suit dock, just to have one. And that's why I created the extra little oxygen thingamajabber. This was running out too often, so I attached this one directly here. And now we're getting more oxygen inside of our base. Yep, so we got now a little bedroom down here. And the base is super pressurized. It's really good. Right, what else have I done? I've cleared out the map over here. Remember all that crap that was over here? There was water in here and such. Well, I opened that up, and there was just steam everywhere. Like, this whole area got steamed up. But not to fear, it all turned into water. And we've just been cleaning up a little bit. Cap this off, because we're going to get into this a little later. Alright, I've got this. These are ready to go. This one is ready to go. This took a while. And then this one is all ready to go. This is all vacuum in here. I have a liquid lock here and a visco gel lock this time. And we cannot mess with anything getting in here at all while we're working in there. And what else is? Oh yeah. Right. I created a little room up here for hydrogen. So we're taking all the hydrogen now. All the hydrogen that comes from this one. All the hydrogen that comes from here and here is now going to the top of the map. Up this way. It runs up here, runs across here, up into this room here. Why is it running this room here? Well, I want a load of hydrogen, number one. Number two, I made ourselves a liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen tank. Oh, and 4 rockets. These are all ready to be hooked up, sort of. All right, so I've got the scanners ready. I had to clean this whole area up. This took a while. This took about 8 hours. I spent about 8 hours cleaning the map up, making all of this beautiful. And now we've got 4 rockets. This is going to be fun. I got four of these guys to go collect materials, and these 2 are going to go exploring. This is all ready to go. All I need to do is hook all these up and provide power. Let's get some liquid up here. Crude oil. Bottle those up. Now, for those of you who maybe have watched this, have never seen liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen being produced, I will get into that a little bit. And we have 2 different configurations of rockets here. One is the hydrogen rockets, and the other set is a petroleum rockets. We have plenty of petrol. We have plenty of crude. In fact, we've got a lot of crude. There's even more downstairs. So we're going to we're gonna get a little bit of water here, or not water, crude oil. Just gonna dump it into these little two spots. It's gonna fall. It's gonna get on top of here. We're just gonna mop it up. No big deal. I moved the space telescoping down here. It doesn't. It just needs to exist. It doesn't need to be active or running or anything like that. Also, got a bunch of sweep commands. I cleaned this up at one time, and of course they all drop the stuff. This is all on a level 3 sweep, so if they run out of stuff to do, where are you guys? Come on. Oh, I'm on slow speed. Let me speed up a little bit there. Got a puffed over here. Oh yeah, get rid of all the liquid. Well, not the liquid. The what do you call it? The oxalite refinery. Got rid of those. There's a bunch of oxalite down here somewhere. I think it's down here. Yeah, it's all gone. Went bye-bye. Okay. Come on, kids. Let's go. Should be able to grab some crude oil. Sure got you guys, do I not have a pump in my crude oil? Tank? I don't have a pump in my crude oil tank. Well, we can make some. Why not? Plumbing. And ceramic. I'll add 2 of those. I put in some destinkifiers. Yeah, just because reasons. What are we going to be doing today? Well, this is going to take a while to get us a bunch of materials. So, yeah, it's going to be a while before we can actually use this thing. I'll get into how all of that works later. There's one. There, we get that one done. There you go. Where are you going? I pick up some regolith and stuff. Sure, that's fine. We just need a little crude oil here to, you know, make sure these don't overheat. Here we go. There's that one. Very good. That's all we need. Just need a dash of crude. Oh, I need to hook up power here too, don't I? Yeah. Conductive wire. Let's get some steel over here. Like so. This one here. Oh, we've got plenty of steel. This is not like we're low on this stuff. Like this. Okay. And that's enough of that. Boom. And it's just all going to fall down here. Oh, it's in vacuum. That's right. That's right. And disapers. Okay, power. Get our wiring hooked up here. I think I'll want to run this on a separate circuit. Let's go down here like so. Boom. Hook that one up. And we'll need to hook up these doors. Oh, I also need to hook up automation to these doors. Let's do that now. Automation. Automation wire. We're going to make these out of steel. I only want these doors to open here. Those doors right there. These 4 doors. That's enough for the scanner. That's plenty. And then we're going to bring that automation wire down to here. Like this. And we're just going to bring it right up to there. And then I need to cancel that one. Automation. We're doing NOT gate again. NOT gates. Boop, boop, boop. Boink. Automation wire. There's a little steel there. And of course we got our override switches in when we want to launch the rockets. That won't be for a while. I have not filled these up yet. They're not full of anything. It's going to be a while. it's going to be a while. Trust me on that. Now you may be wondering why in the world do I have this big old thing of hydrogen like so instead of just utilizing a straight pipe or. We're going to do with the meteor showers. That's fine. So why did I create this instead of just sending the hydrogen directly up into here? Well, what's going to happen is eventually this room's going to fill up with hydrogen over time, and I want to also be able to manually control this. And that's basically the primary reason. Oxygen, we're producing all the oxygen we need right from here, a kilo a second, and this will only produce as much. This will only produce as much as this room will allow. And the same thing with this one. This will only allow 1,000 kilos of oxygen in this room. Now we'll kind of go over how that works in just a minute. There you go. Oh, I also need to power these doors. More of our steel. So it doesn't matter if you run them through there. It'll be fine. You're not hooked up. Why? Is that reachable? Not reachable. Build. Why are you unreachable? Should be quite reachable. I'll build that. That's hooked up. Good. These little bunker tiles here are to keep material from falling down onto the platforms. So this will pretty much stay regolith free and material free because the rockets will crush the regolith. It'll just burn it up into dust. Yeah. And then I can manually open these doors whenever I want to, but they're not hooked up to anything right now. So I can override the signals. And there you go. See, these are starting to open now. Be nice if you built this. It would be nice. There you go. All the space scanners are active now. And this will just detect if there are any meteor showers and shut the doors. I can also turn this off when I'm not using it. And I'm not going to be using it at the moment, so I'm just going to go ahead and shut it off at the moment. And then these doors should close. Should close, theoretically anyhow. No? Maybe? Kind of? Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to cut this. We can come back and build that when we're ready to start launching rockets. I'm going to go ahead and shut these off. There's no reason for them to be on. But this is all ready to go now. Once we have enough of liquid oxygen and a liquid hydrogen, we're going to need a lot of it, unfortunately. You know, want to move this down a little bit. It's fine right here. There you go. Okay. So, oh yes, let's discuss this. If you've never seen liquid oxygen or liquid hydrogen being built before, then this is how it works. Let me slow the game down while we're doing this. Oh, really? They give these things out? Cool. Well, that's neat. Well, the boys eventually will graduate, and we'll get them out of their little pink unitards. Yes. It's kind of embarrassing, but, you know, that's fine. Alrighty then. So, what do we have here? Well, let's keep the game slow. We've got some... Let's make sure the kids have something to do while I'm explaining. Do a sweep job on it, too. This crap. Alright. Anything else down here? I've swept up most of the map. Oh, let's get this one down here. All stuff that I deconstructed earlier. Don't want to sweep any of that stuff up. Right, they can sweep all this stuff up, I guess. If they lack things to do, this will enable them to do stuff. Oh, yes, we've got... I'll get back to this. That's our petroleum boiler. It's almost ready to go. Well, in fact, it is ready to go. I just need to turn the switch on. Well, I need to do like 2 things. But let's get back up here. if you've never seen one of these built before. So what goes on here? Well, you can see it's raining. It's raining liquid oxygen and liquid hydrogen. These things are very complex to build, but they're also very simple to build. They just take a long time to build. They take a while. So the first thing you want to look at is your steam turbines. You're going to need 4 of them. This is basically just iron, copper, whatever. It doesn't matter. This pipe here is a cooling pipe. We're getting the chill from right here, these window tiles, which are in contact with the oxygen inside of here, which chills them down. And so let's go to the ventilation right there. So it's accepting the chill from here, bringing that chill into the room to keep the room cool. You can use an active cooling solution. We're technically using an active cooling solution for this because this thermo aqua tuner right here is chilling this room down, which we're just taking some of the heat from it. We always want to do it on the, if you build one of these like this, you always want to use the oxygen one. Don't use the hydrogen one. It'll mess your hydrogen up. Hydrogen is very, very temperate. It's a very bad temperament. It's the state in which it rolls, very difficult to maintain it. We'll get into that in a second. Okay, so there's the steam turbines turning on. A little warm in here. And you basically have 2 aqua tuners. I built this one out of thermium. I ran out of thermium. I was going to build the other one out of thermium here. So I just built this one out of steel. Steel is perfectly fine. Thermium just ensures that it doesn't break. I've had one of these break before because I built it out of the wrong material, and I also overheated the room, which then we had to crack in. And this is just a steam room. That's all it is. These are temperature shift plates made of granites. All this. So it keeps the temperature even throughout the entire room. And we have, of course, our conductive wire. It runs out through these gaps here. Same thing over here. And then a heavy watt wire running down this way. This is our chill room. And it's very cold in here. This is negative 300 degrees. And you have to have supercoolant in order to make this work. So you can see the supercoolant is at negative 200 and 300 degrees. Oxygen comes in from the base. There it is. At 150 degrees. It gets let out right here. It fills the room up with oxygen. Or tries to. The supercoolant chills it down. These are all temperature shift plates. These are all made of granite. All of these, I think I have I have 1 row of diamond down here. Because I want all of this very, very cold and staying cold. If you don't have enough diamond, I'm almost out of diamond, by the way, of all the stuff we drilled up. You can use granite. Granite's a really good material to use as temperature shift for a temperature shift plate. This is a cooling loop right here. Nothing you probably haven't seen before. And this is all supercoolant. Super duper duper coolant. And the same thing works over here, except this is chilled down to negative 430 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what the Celsius conversion is on that, but you can see it's working just fine. Now, this pipe here, liquid vent, right here, and we have a liquid vent right here. These are return pipes. We'll get into that in just a second when we start looking at our rockets. This is a hydro sensor, and this is a hydro sensor as well. Mistakes were made. I see it right now. We'll fix that in a second. This hydro sensor is hooked up to this vent. We need to do the same thing over here. We need to hook this up to that vent. Not very much. We can go in here. I can access these. That's why I built these doors, so we can access each one of these rooms. Got a way into the room, and you can perform maintenance in case a pipe breaks or something. You do something stupid like this. So automation. We're gonna go ahead and fix that. Real quick, this needs to be hooked up to here. And we go ahead and deconstruct this one. There we go. Now the hydro sensors control how much liquid is going to be allowed in the room. So when the liquid oxygen reaches, if it goes above 500 kilos right here, it'll shut this vent off and it won't allow any more oxygen inside of the building. And it'll maintain this height for as long as we want to. We could fill this whole thing up with liquid oxygen all the way up to here. If you want more, just move the sensor up a little higher. But you really shouldn't. This is good enough. That's a lot of liquid oxygen. I'll tell you that right now. And the same thing with this. So this is where the liquid hydrogen goes. So you can see we have almost twice as much, 4 times as much oxygen as we do hydrogen. 345 and 3 times as much liquid hydrogen, 101 kilograms versus 350. Why? Because of atomic weight. Actually, they do take that into account. Pretty cool. See this door? Nobody can get in and out of there. All right. Next, let's go keep the game going there. And let's take a look at there's our power. I haven't hooked any of the power up yet. We'll do that later. None of these gantries need power. I put all these together for, so we could get in and build pipes. Let's take a look at our piping. There's our piping. It looks all crazy, but there's I need to build this one here. Missing that one. Okay. Well, we'll fix that in a second. So the pipe here is hooked up to this liquid pump. The liquid pump brings that material out this way. Goes up into our liquid oxygen, liquid oxygen, liquid oxygen, liquid oxygen. These are all liquid oxygen tanks. This is where we need liquid oxygen. I can build a ladder here. Like this. There you go. They should be able to reach that one. That's why I built all these gantries, so I could get the pipes. Oh, what do you got here? Oh yeah, this is a power wire I don't need. It's a dead power wire. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of it. I'll cut this one and cut this one. Okay, back to this. So the liquid oxygen is going to come out of here, and it's going to fill each one of these tanks up to our specifications. If these tanks are full, the liquid oxygen is going to move back up into here, come down to here. Oops, I have this bridge done wrong. Glad I'm going through this. So this bridge should be the other way around. The liquid oxygen will come around this way, back down through here, across this way, and get dumped right back into our tank. Did I make these out of... Yes. Making bridges out of... Oh, I didn't make that one out of ceramic, huh? Oh, I think I ran out of ceramic when I was doing this. And intended to come back. There you go. Let's get rid of that one. We're going to make these bridges out of ceramic. I don't want them melting because it's going to get hot over here when we start launching rockets. The other thing I could do is cap this off right here and put a wall, which I probably intend on doing, to keep the heat out. Oh, look at that. See that? It's raining hydrogen. And we'll do this one here. Like that. And there we go. Whoop. So the liquid oxygen comes out, fills our tanks up, and as long as you're running rockets, you're going to want to keep this thing... Ooh, did I put a signal switch on this? I need to put a signal switch on this. Another mistake was made. This is why we have these open. Let's grab a signal switch. Make this out of steel. Need a signal switch here. Mission wire. You can make it out of any material you want. It's going to be cold, cold, cold in these buildings. It's not a big deal. The signal switch allows me to turn these on and off at will when I want to. Yeah. And we do the same thing with the hydrogen. The hydrogen has its own tank, a liquid pump here. This one goes up across the high point here, as high as I could go, And it drops to each one of these. Goes to the next one, and the next one. Oh, I need to build these. And then comes back around and then drops off in here. And we want to keep this hydrogen flowing through the system, or we will have problems. I'll just do this. Should be able to build from there. I'll need to eventually replace these ladders with obsidian, but I'm out of obsidian because, well, I've used it all. Alright, so I'll turn this off. Alright, turn this off and then allow entry into here. That's why you build the doors, because doofus sometimes strikes. Just like that. Now this does turn into a solid if it gets too cold. This entire section in here, all these temperature plates, I used all my diamond for this, or most of it. All made of diamond. I want the temperature in here as stable as possible. Yeah, especially with hydrogen. There we go. Okay, so that's done. Done and done. Okay, and then we'll turn this on when we're ready to go. We're not anywhere close to launching rockets. Well, technically, we can launch the petroleum ones whenever we want. Those are ready to go. You little asshole. He came in here, he dropped the stuff off. I hate duplicates. I'm going to murder them all. I'm going to send them all into the mines. Into the mines you go. Oh, I put a couple Weezeworts here because, well, it got hot over here, like 400 and some odd degrees. Yeah, but that's fine. We're going to be turning. We're going to be the reason. Okay, so the reason we're doing this is because we need. Well, okay, words. Speak your good words. All right. The reason we're going to be building. The reason I'm going to. Okay, back up and. The reason I am not doing solar in this playthrough is because we are going to be working with magma. Magma power. That's what we're going to be doing. This one. I've done solar. I've done all the other stuff. So it's time to work with magma on a large scale. And that's what we're going to be doing. Yeah. Let's get this done. Cosman. So we're going to leak some of our material out. Because these doofuses can't do a simple building task. Right, that's off. That's why you do not want to let these doofuses in and out of here. So we're going to leak some of our material out. But what you going to do? It's just the way it is. They're a bunch of doofuses. We're going to let this run for a while while we are building our magma chamber. While we're building our magma power. While we're doing all of these and getting these all set up. Oh, let's go down to the petroleum boiler. This thing took me forever to set up, and it wasn't easy. You know why it wasn't easy? Because, well, there was a few mistakes being made while it was being built. Some of the magma got out, and somehow, I don't know how, and this crude oil, this is a liquid lock here. Well, it overflowed. It overflowed down here. And then, guess what happens to crude oil when it hits 1,000 degrees? 700 degrees, it turns into petroleum. And guess what happens to petroleum when it goes over the temperature of 1,000 degrees? It turns into sour gas. This whole chamber got filled up with sour gas. So I had to come in here and build some thermium gas pumps because it was over 1,000 degrees in here, and these things overheat at some... 2,000 degrees. I had to brick this up, which I didn't want to do, to keep the magma, which is at 3,000 degrees, from continually heating this area up. I had to pump all the gas out into outer space. And then it happened again somehow. I got it all vacuumed out. And then, what happened again? Oh, I think some magma dripped off. I had some extra crude oil on the floor somewhere. Oh, right over here. And then it flashed again, but it wasn't that much. So we're keeping these. We're going to keep these things here. Here is our petroleum boiler. Now we don't actually need a petroleum boiler. We really don't. But we're going to build it because it's a petroleum boiler. And I do have to add a couple more blocks and stuff, but I already have a good pile of crude oil. Remember that oil well that I've got set up? Well, I pumped all the oil from the bottom of the map. Got some petroleum we'll have to take care of. I got all that over into here. And this will serve for a while. The reason we were building this thing is because I'd never built one before in my playthrough. So we're going to build one. And so how this thing works, it's the first time I built one. So theoretically speaking, the reason I still have this open is because I need to get rid of this block right here. Once we get rid of this block, this magma is going to flow down this way and produce a blade of magma. And this door is going to keep the magma from dropping down into here. This door will open, drop magma down to here. Okay? Now, this thermosensor is... There's just a lot going on. Okay, so the magma is going to sit here, right? This magma, I don't have this set up yet. So this magma is going to sit on top of this plate right here, this mechanized airlock, which is going to inject heat into this window tile, which is going to inject heat into this temperature shift plate, which is going to inject heat into the mechanized airlock, which is going to inject heat into the metal tile here, which is going to cause the petroleum that I already put into here. I put a bunch of petroleum in here. Oh, we still need to build that too. Oh, and I sealed this up. Right. Seal that up. Open that up. Okay. Which is going to boil the oil that we're bringing in from over here into this room here. So let's go. Here it is. Okay. So the crude oil is going to come in from here like this. Ignore the pipes. It's going to go here under these bridges across here. And it's going to go through this liquid shut off. And this is so I can manually shut this off if I want to. That's the only reason it exists. Then it also goes through this liquid valve. The liquid valve exists so I can control how much crude oil gets in here. I want to run this thing very slowly to start. I need to bring the temperature up, number one. But this allows me to control this flow of the crude oil out of here. So instead of getting 1,000 or 10 kilograms, I can lower that to 1 or 2 kilograms. The crude oil runs up this pipe here, like this. This is the flow of the crude oil. And then it gets dropped right down into here, which then should heat up. It should heat up and flash into petroleum. Right? So we're going to be just dumping the petroleum in here. The next thing that's going... Oh, my goodness gracious. Mistakes were made. I need to put a tile here. That's fine. That's fine. We can do that. That's fine. It's no big deal. That's fine. I already see the problem. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to this. All right. So it's going to flow down and drop into here, theoretically speaking. And then the crude oil, the petroleum will start to rise. And then it's going to be pretty hot, right? It should be around 800 degrees, 700 degrees. And then it's going to start to bubble up here and flow down this counterflow here. And it should fall down. I need to put a block right here. And then it's going to fall down this way, and this away, and this away, and this away, and down to here, where it will fill this little chamber up. The crude oil, or the petroleum, then gets pumped out from here. That's what the hydrosensor is for. We want to keep some in here to keep the temperature stable. Yeah, and there we go. And it's going to get pumped out this way, all the way up to here, and then into our little tank. I also have a liquid pump here in case I need to move that petroleum anywhere I want to. And this is a hydrosensor. This hydrosensor will detect if this is above, or if it goes above 500 kilos, it'll shut this door. It won't allow any more petroleum to come down. Which also, it's then hooked up. It's also hooked. It's hooked to this one, and it's hooked up to the pump. So it will tell this thing no more oil needs to be sent. I'm full. Yeah, we're hopefully never going to get this thing full, but it's there just in case some catastrophe happens. Yeah, because catastrophes do happen from time to time. Okay, that's how that flows. Now, what is all this stuff over here? Well, the other thing I need to do is put a couple blocks here so the magma temperature doesn't go out into the atmosphere, but we'll do that later. The liquid lock allows me to get in here in case something is broken. There's a little bit of crude oil right here for our RoboMiner. So what will happen is the magma will come out of here, it'll drop down here, and it will be enough to fill about 2 or 3 tiles. Well, when that magma cools, it's going to turn into blocks. Well, this RoboMiner can drill all the way down to the bottom. Once it's done injecting all of its heat, if it's not hot enough, it'll turn the RoboMiner on. And that's what all the automation is for. Automation. There you go. Okay, so here's the automation for the temperature here. If this thing is above 455 degrees, we have to do all this stuff here later. If the temperature gets too hot, it's going to open or shut the door, depending. Okay. Then this is a memory toggle. This is a automation. This is a filter gate. This is a NOT gate. Okay, and this is a mechanized airlock here, and a mechanized airlock here. So what's going to happen? We can cycle this thing now. The automation wire is a green signal going to here, right? Well, and then this controls this door. This comes back up here. It also controls the RoboMiner. And then this goes up and controls this door, and this goes up into this door. So we're reversing the signal up here. So let's take a look at this in action, actually. So we can watch. So watch the door here, and the door here. Right? We are going to fire this thing up today, if I have time. Right then. So what we're going to do, turn the game on. Yep. Door shut, door shut. And you can see this timer going off. Like so. Oh, oh. See the timer there? Now, this is going to stay, this door will stay shut. So now magma is going to be sitting right here. Okay? Now imagine this has turned on and drills this out. This will close, this will drop out the material. Like so. Here comes the timer. There you go, just like that. Now it's closed. So now the magma will stay. The RoboMiner has had a chance to drill this out, and it'll turn into igneous rock. Injects heat. These doors will open and close as needed. So magma will come up here. It'll stop right here. The door stays open. There's no reason for it to be closed. This door is closed. Fresh magma is then dropped into the chamber, awaiting use. The door stays shut because the temperature is still good, right? So there'll be magma on top of this. Remember, this will be layers of magma, 2 layers of magma on top of this. So when this heat gets too low, it'll reverse it again. It takes 20 seconds because this is going to drill the magma out, right? And so on and so forth. It just released the magma. Boom, to the bottom here. When this door opens, fresh magma will be ready to go. This thing will be and staying warm. That's how that works. Put a tile here. So the overflow of petroleum will come down to here, down here, down here, down here. We're going to create this nice little, we're going to create a waterfall. It'll be glorious. And good God, I hope this works. This will be a catastrophic failure if it doesn't. We're going to turn this thing on here in a minute. We're going to turn this thing on. Okay, so we got our block in. Let's go ahead and close this up. Yeah, I'm almost out of obsidian. Like that. Close this up here. We also need to close this up over here. Like so. Now, some builds have you doing this, putting a little block here. I'm leaving this block open because we can put an auto sweeper here, like so. And if this, we could utilize the what magma turns into. It turns into igneous rock. So you can use that igneous rock for building purposes, feed hatches, all kinds of stuff you want. So what you're seeing right now. How slow this is going? This is how slow it was to build all this. I'm going to cancel these because I need to close this up here. So this is why I've been, because I had to build all this from top to bottom. This took probably 30 cycles to build all this intricate stuff and moving things around. It doesn't really take that long. Okay. God, I hope this works. Let's turn it on and find out. How are we going to turn it on? We're going to just deconstruct this right here. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to curse loudly with sufficient force to destroy the world. It's very viscous stuff, magma. There it is. Okay, so now this is heating this mechanized airlock up. That's not important, right? That's not important. It's also important I get this stuff out of here. I want to get this stuff out of here, too. It's going to be warm, hot, you know. They'll be fine. They're kids. Yep, pick it all up. Pick it all up. I had to build this block to keep the magma from flowing too far out. All right. Goody, goody gumdrops. Just enough to build that. I'm sure they took it up into our collection area here. You know, it's going to cause it to be a little warm. It'll be fine. Oh, I had to switch these guys over to igneous rock because we ran out of granite. Because I used all the granite to make, you know, temperature shift tiles. Let's see if we can get this thing working. We should also probably start pouring in the okay. All right. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross your elbows. Okay. There's the magma. Okay, let's fill the dropper up. This got to count down. We got to wait on the countdown. The final countdown. This should drop. Boom. Excellent. Now, this is now. Whoop. Thermosensor is 2,914 degrees. Send a green signal if it is below. I don't know. I don't know the right temperature to set this at, by the way. Say 800 degrees, maybe? Yeah, well, it's below 800 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't want too much magma in here. Oh, that's not what we want. There. Oh, it filled the bottom of it up. Oopsie. Well, that's fine. It'll be okay. It just turned into magma. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There it goes. Okay. There's our temperature. 9,000 degrees. This is warming up quite nicely. So once it reaches green signal, if it is below 750. There we go. That opened that door, which is what we want. Unfortunately, we have a block of material there. I may have to drill that out to let that drop. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Now, should be preheated. I'm going to preheat this to, say, set a green signal if it's below 800 degrees. If it's above 800 degrees. I don't like that. That should have stayed there for a while. If it is below. There. Crappity crap. Got sour gas in here. All right. Right. We have to come in here. We have to tear this out again. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's why we've got pumps in here. That's why we have the pumps. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go. So we got some sour gas in here. This is not what I wanted. Why did that turn up to 900 degrees? It's above. Centigrade signal above it. Oh, I overheated it. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go and power these things. This. Uh-huh. I don't know the exact settings for these. The best settings for them. I mean, this thing will still work. It's not a big deal. We can keep this thing operational. Let's turn the switch on. I have some muckroot. We could turn the switch on. It's not a big deal. All right. Okay, here comes the crude oil. That's at 160 degrees. It's heating up right now because this stuff is hot. This will take a while to pump out. It's not a big deal. All right, so this stuff should... yes! It's flashing. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. I think we can turn this thing on a little bit more. Let's go to, say, 3,000 grams. Oh. It's going to allow more crude in. Oh, it's working. It's working. Yes, precious. Yes. Well, thankfully no sour gas got in here. That would be horrible if it did. Same thing over here and here. Nice. Let's go ahead and let this let's crank it up a little bit. 5,000 kilos. What's overheated? Gas reservoir, pneumatic door, critter feeder. Oh, yeah. We did bring some hot material over here, didn't we? Right. That's probably a bad idea. Oh, we could get some water and pour some water down here. That'll cool things down. It's all, the heat's all coming from here, isn't it? Yeah. Well, that's because they brought up some very hot material. Copper. Oh, just let it run. I don't care. I'm busy. I'm busy marveling at my own magnificence. Man, that is great. So if it is above 800 degrees, the door will close, or the... Yeah, send a grading signal. Grading signal opens the door. Okay. So this should be very, very hot. Yeah, 2,000 degrees. Oh, this thing is so cool. It's so cool. Haha, that is so cool. All right, let's cool the area down. All right. Maybe a bottle opener. It's only like 300 degrees up here. Liquid, water, enable auto bottling. This one, and that one, this one. It'll be, oh my gosh, there's even more. Oopsie. They're repairing the crap out of that. Back down here. There it goes. Okay, cool. The door's shut. Brought more heat in. So it's 800 degrees. I don't want it too hot because I don't want the oil to flash in the pipes. So maybe we make that a little bit lower. What temperature does crude flash? 751. So maybe 780. 750. So 750. See how that works. Yeah, it's all turning to steam, which is fine because it's, that'll help. Steam, you know, that'll be fine. It'll be fine. We just need to cool things down a little bit. Oh, we don't need this one. Let's go and get rid of it. Water's going to get everywhere, but it's okay because it's just going to drop down here. Not a big deal. All right. Are you guys done steaming the place up? Alright, that should be good. Water. What are you made out of? Gold? Huh. Well, we did make it a little warm over here, didn't we? 180, 170. It's cooling down quite nicely. I brought in that really super duper duper hot stuff. Wasn't my fault. There we go. Oh, we have to get rid of these things. Make these out of gold. I don't want to keep repairing them. Well, we can make them out of steel. What do we care? All right. Food. Critter feeders. Let's make them out of steel. Why not? Who cares? It's steel sitting around. Let's check on our... Okay. Ah, there we go. Nice. Okay. Looks like I need to increase the temperature just a little bit. Yep, just a little bit more. Let's make that 780. Inject the heat. There you go. Nice. That is so cool. That is so cool. There we go. Got ourselves a petroleum boiler. Ah, I'm glad that worked out. Even though we had, you know, little oopsies here from time to time. They happen. Nice. We can leave this thing right. I think we can leave this thing just running. Should be fine. We'll eventually have to start, putting the materials out. What's Lex resources? Electric forge, gas range, electrical. Yeah, whatever. Let's go back up here. And let's do stone. Igneous rock. And igneous rock. Boom. Oh, need to build one more. That's because we took all the material. Why are you overheating? You shouldn't be overheating. That's fine, whatever. That's because I took a bunch of material from downstairs and brought it upstairs. Okay, so this, if it's above, yeah, 755. So I imagine I'm going to have to crack this open up here to get this sour gas out of here. None of this should fall to the ground. Should. We'll see. Okay. Let's keep on keeping on. Why are you overheating? Oh, you're made of copper. Automation. Shipping. Give me a conveyor loader. Let's make this thing out of steel. Are the drop-offs getting broken now? That's fine. Alright. Shipping. Shipping. Raw minerals. Igneous rock. I'm not gonna play around with these things. I'm just gonna replace them. We're a little low on critters up there. Food. I make these out of steel. It's funny the doors are broken, but the ranch isn't even affected. I gotta replace that. That's fine. We'll replace it in a minute. Why are you over? It's 300 degrees over here? Why'd you guys make it so hot, huh? Tell me that. Why did you have to make it so hot? That's fine. Critters. Hatches and hatchlings. I think they overheated. Ah, this should be fine. 200 degrees. They should be fine. It's only 240 degrees. Right. Let's take a look at this. There we go. Cool. Coolly cool. Oh, I'm over time. That's awesome that we got this thing working. The next thing we're gonna get working is our what should we call it? So thingamajabbers. And we could turn this off. It's not a big deal. This is so cool. I like this. I like it. This should empty out. Gas will come out of here, yeah. Yeah, it'll take a while. Okay. I think our hatches here died. I think there's a max temperature for these guys. What's their livable temperature? Huh. I'm sure there's a livable temperature with these guys. Well, that's fine. We got food coming in. We've got lots of food. There's more food than we need. Okay. I'm going to cut the episode right here. We are rocking and rolling quite well. And we're going to fix this stupid thing. Make this out of steel. There you go. Here. Move this up. In or out. There we go. Not sure why they're not fixing these. Doesn't matter. All right, that's going to do it for this episode. We've done well. We've done very well today. We'll do some promotions maybe at some point in time. These guys keep leaving food on the floor. We're going to have a chat about that. I'm so happy this is working. I was very concerned about this. Oh, we got a little bit of lead on the floor, probably. That can't be molten steel. Yeah, that's just lead. That's fine. No. All right, that's going to have to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.